What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Captain of Industry. And I missed this game. Not that I haven't enjoyed playing or been enjoying the other games I'm playing, but just something about this game, just, I don't know, feels more real, doesn't it? Um, so I'm grateful to be back playing this one. It's been quite some time, though, since I played, so I've forgotten quite a bit of what we were doing, but I've been having a look around seeing what we've been up to. And we're in the process of making this little starter base run as efficiently as possible. And I mean, this is a really nice little base when I look on it right now. We have more than enough electronics being made. We have mechanical parts being made, and we are upgrading this, in the process of upgrading this to a level 2, which will make 12 per minute for 15 iron. And we also have 4 tier 1 or 4 construction parts 1 assemblers. And some people might say that's overkill, but I want to be able to run a few more of these at the early on stage. And again, this is the factory that builds the other factories, right? And we can kind of go hard, right? Because we're also using all this to, again, produce tier 2 construction parts, vehicle parts, which, speaking of, not to, we ought to make some of this. Because one thing that is true for all games like this, if you're not building, you're not progressing, you're stagnating and you're dying, really. And it's even more true in this game, with just the amount of checks and balances you have to make sure that you're doing at any given time. Take, for instance, maintenance. We always want to keep this full of materials, because I know that one of the big things is that you could run out of maintenance super easy in this game, but I don't think that people are running out of maintenance. I think that the reality is that they aren't getting enough materials into this building in a timely enough manner. That's why I've set this up in the way that I have. So because I want to test that theory. And I'm sure that there's a wiki that tells you yes or no to this question. But part of the beauty of a game like this is learning for yourself. And sometimes it does involve reading media or, watching, obviously. But a greater part of it is experimenting and doing for yourself, right? So I want to do that in this playthrough. Not to say that I'm not keeping up on the way things work in the game, but I want to see firsthand how things work for myself. And if it's a bad idea, we'll learn together. And if it's a good idea, we'll learn together. But again, so far I really like this base. It does a good job for what it's supposed to do, and it's really allowing us to progress quickly. This is our advanced concrete setup that isn't quite complete yet, but it's right there. It's right there. So we'll see. We'll see how long it takes. But for now, we just rely on this little kiln setup, which is totally unnecessary. Well, it looks like we've done some stuff. Let's pause it really quickly. Select our goals. Oh, that's going to be helpful. All green messages. Hallelujah. And let's keep going. I think that's it for now. I'll come back when... Oh, we have been doing some trading as well. As you can see here, like I said, we're desperately low on concrete still. We haven't been able to complete that upgraded concrete quite yet. So we're just going to allow our tree fellers to fell some trees. And we're working on getting towards tree planting. Anyway, there's so many technologies to take. It's just insane. Next thing we want to get is this. And I think we should get rid of this, remove this. do this first. Do something like that. Okay, we'll be back. I just wanted to do this quick intro. Alright, so we're back. We have the completed advanced concrete setup finally. It's not running at 100% yet because our sand throughput is not very high yet. But once it gets there, we're going to be swimming in bricks. Actually sounds painful, but you know, it's okay. We'll get there. We have a couple projects on the horizon. I was looking at this technology. It looks like we've already, we must have just powered through. I have not watched any of the other footage, of the older footage, but we must have just powered right through everything to get Research Lab 1s. So that's going to be probably our first project coming up. But right now, we're going to upgrade our housing. Well, we're going to try. It's 38 homes. It's not quite enough cushion for me. Not to my liking. So I'm just going to increase at least one, maybe two. We'll see. The other thing we did is we're going to get rid of this part of the sorter here. We're going to change it up a little bit because we need some kind of storage for our unrefined goods before we use them, because dirt in some ways is valuable and we want to save it until the right time. I know that we aren't doing anything special with this area, but over here we're going to need to make our way over to this island at some point, so and we're going to make it a nice way, but we're a long ways away from there, and I don't think there's going to be too much dirt. I say that, you know, famous last words or whatever, but we can always set somewhere to only accept dirt as a dumping mechanism as well. But we really want to save that, I guess, for what I'm saying is we want to save that for when our top layer, we can do that. You know, have a bottom layer of rock, top layer of dirt, that way we can farms on it. But I don't know that we need to get that granular right now. However, we did just unlock the stacker, and I know it's not very popular in this game, but I like it. I like it a lot. And I think that for resources like dirt that's spread out, it can work. Yeah, it can work pretty well. But where we have it stored at is not a good spot to dump it. And really looking around, we don't have too good of a place to dump anything right now. We're in very limited space. We need to get over here and deforest. Yeah, we need to deforest this whole area so we can build in it. We have quite a bit to do, but I think we're going to leave this area up here. We're going to get rid of this once we are fully saturated with sand up here in this area. Oh, one other thing we really need to do is fuel stations. We need to put a fuel station out here somewhere. And like that. I think it's backwards, but whatever. Now, here we can have diesel storage, and it can only hold 40. Otherwise, it needs to be pumped in. Excuse me 1 second. Otherwise, it needs to be pumped in, and we can mitigate that a little bit by putting a tank. With storage tank. Kind of like that. And then we can keep this full of diesel. And then we only need to worry about it if it's, you know, under a certain amount. Which is nice. Nicer. Since we want to prevent this here. And we want to keep these people working in this area constantly. Or as much as possible, right? We don't want them to come all the way from over here digging sand. So another good spot is to put one out here, maybe? We'll see. We'll see. Alright, we're back. We've completed our upgrade here. Look how many houses that gave us. Went from 38 to 96. And plus it looks so much more nice. So much nicer. I mean, I speak English really good. Knows. We'll do that over time with more, but we should really work on stockpiling, and I mean, we are really stockpiling them quickly, which is nice. Does this mean that it returns construction parts? Interesting. Maybe we could do one more. We've been getting refugees. And looks like we're almost fully saturated. I mean, at least this part. At least this part is almost fully saturated. It's just this thing can hold 20, you know, so it takes a minute. But we're working on it. We want this one. Oh yeah, we need to stop this one from accepting limestone. And let's take one away from here. Yeah, I think that's fine. And we'll see what that does. We'll put this one over here. Okay, so let's finish up what we have here. We'll get rid of that. Well, so one thing I also wanted to talk about, let's make sure we're, yep. Thing I want to talk about is having passive water. I know that eventually the rain really slows down, maybe even stops. I don't know if it ever stops, but I know that it slows down a lot. So you want to take advantage of the passive water while you can. So what we're going to replace this with, yeah, we're going to replace all this here. With sorry, my brain was like entering the ADHD mode where I can't concentrate on anything because I saw something fun to do. So we'll do that really quick. What we're going to do is we're going to make a little bit of water storage here in this area. That way we have some kind of backup water for whenever we run out, because, you know, we're going to make mistakes. Potato stash has a low supply of potato. No. Which one is potato stash? Uh-oh. I hear my wife. That's just loose storage. Is this potato stash? Yeah, there it is. Not potato stash. It's okay. We're making lots of them now, and we're working on crop rotation. Yeah, we're working on crop rotation, so we'll be able to get more out of less. Yeah. Anyway, we will be back once we've done more. Okay, we're back and we've completed a couple of, well, a few actually, more goals. We completed a fuel station out here that's allowing us to keep our trucks and, what are these things called? Excavators, thank you. Excavator song, if you don't know that. You obviously don't have children. But anyway, it allows us to keep them fueled. And we need to do one more. We have set something like that over here somewhere. But for now, it's okay to have them go elsewhere. And maybe this could even get that area. But let's collect our rewards. We found an oil rig. And we completed research. And we produced lab equipment. And we're going for it here. Okay, and so what does it take to make lab equipment here? We got, it takes 4 electronics, 8 mechanical parts per minute to produce 12 lab equipment. And each research lab requires 6 lab equipment. So that's why we have 2. We make 12, 12 divided by 2, 6. Perfect. 12 divided by 6 is 2, I should say. Now, let's keep this just for the moment. Just for the moment. just until we can make sure that we have guaranteed lab equipment, because we also had to increase, well, we have plenty of electronics at the moment, but we needed to increase our mechanical part production. We just didn't have enough, because this takes 12, this takes 6, so that's 18, and we only had 12 plus 6 is 18, so we had to produce 6 more, and even that is not really enough. However, it's going to be okay, because we aren't always producing vehicle parts, and you know, eventually we're going to have more stuff coming, because the way this game works is totally different than most games like this. There's a lot of trading that you need to do. In fact, we sent our ship out, and I don't know what we got. Looks like we got a couple good things. Anyway, let's send the ship back out again. See what else we can get. Very important that we always are exploring. Not only for the resources that we get, but to maintain the use of our diesel fuel. We don't want to really run out here. We don't want to, well, run out. That's the opposite of what I'm saying. We don't want to stop producing here. We want to make sure that this is constantly producing as much goods as possible. And we've set up a zone here where we're going to try and maintain some kind of landfill. Also, we doubled up our potato farms. Simple reason: we are not producing enough food, and yeah, we need to be producing food at all times. Okay, so we got crop rotation. Hang on one second. So what's crop rotation going to allow us to do? It's going to allow us to increase the soil fertility, and in so doing, we get higher yields every time we do it. And let's do this. I think this is okay. We'll do something like that down here. There we go. But it also allows us to okay, we have no research. Let's get vegetables. It's gonna be and then get this custom surfaces, but we really need to get into here now. We need a bunch of stuff here, right? We need pipes, we need power, we need advanced diesel, and the burner, and then cargo depot. Yes, we also need tree planting. Oh man, there's so much stuff that we need to do. It's just insane. But that's, I think, the best part about this game is that there's just so much to do, so much you can do. That even though this game is not even in a 1.0 setup, it's just, there's so much going on for it that it's outrageous, and I love this game. We found a damaged cargo ship, it looks like, along with some cargo to bring home, and that's a good start for us, because we're going to need cargo ships, especially if we want to start repairing this oil rig, which we could do. But let's repair the ship first. And we haven't really done much else other than set up our vegetables for our people here. Yay, we get 1 population now. Let's go. And our Unity, at least it's positive. We have a lot of things going on for us as far as Unity goes. I mean, we're using it, I should say. And I'm gonna set up a excavator and a truck here to begin just, slowly but surely level this area off, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And once we've completed, yeah, it looks like it's completed. There we go. Let's just use one truck. That's all we need. And they're close enough to this refuel pod here. Fluid storage. Our diesel fuel here. What? Our well broke. That's not good. It's E to go up. And then what are we doing here? I see, okay. So let's knock that off. And that's not the right. Let's fix this. Speed build that thing. Hopefully it doesn't fall down. Nice, okay. That's good. Glad we saw that, so we should stop this here as well then, I guess. Oh no, we're good here. But we should do something like that, or we could do something like that. There we go. Alright. Well, and also I think that might be the end of this episode. We've done quite a bit. We're working on getting our future research. That is Research 1 stuff done. Research Lab 1 with lab equipment. And all in all, our colony is off to a really good start. We have quite a large amount of island left to play with. And I'm just super excited for all that we're going to be able to do. We have some area that we're unlocking for the future by deforesting it, but we're also going to need to, we have a lot of trees, but eventually we're going to need, maybe a logging train or something. I don't know. It's going to be, we'll have to see how it goes. But we're also expanding our territory here in the meantime, trying to make it as uniform as possible. Give ourselves a nice area. I already got something planned for this spot. Once it's, it might be big enough now, but we have to unlock. What's wrong with this before we go? Sand. Sand is full. Okay, and what does it have? Oh wow, that doesn't have anything. That's crazy. Okay, anyway, I'll fix that later. In the meantime, till the next one, thanks for watching. Take care.